Wow, that's magic. What's up, guys? I just wanted to record from here, from the picking stage, because I want to start doing voiceovers on my videos. So I was like, this is a pretty good Ganesh match, so let's start from the picking phase. So my thought process while they're picking their gods is, how can I first support my team, and then how do I counter the enemy team's gods? So Chrono's first pick from the enemy is extremely bad. That means they're looking to run around the map, ability spam, and just have very far reach while hitting our backline while I can't stop him from doing that. And then hopefully the solo or jungle can help. But I initially went Athena because I can grab Neith out of her jump, I can grab Horus out of hitting my teammates, I can grab Kronos out of doing abilities, pull them towards me or pull them away. But then I went with Ganesh because he can actually silence those people. Most people start freaking out when you get Ganesh silence, and if you do that, if your teammates are good enough, they'll be able to capitalize on that opportunity and most likely kill them. Then the enemy team going Cerberus was an awful choice because late game um, Ganesh just counters his 2, and Cerberus's 2 is like the best part of him. Obviously, he has his 1 where he has the 3 heads that stun, which deals a whole bunch of damage, but you don't really want to be dependent on that. Your 2 slows your target and does a lot more damage, in my opinion. So it's a lot better to always have the 2 to be able to actually help your teammate catch up to where you're at. It's gotta be like one of Aaron's descendants or something. And then Jingwei for our team is really nothing. It goes into the new attack speed and Sylvanas attack speed. And I don't know how dodgy works. I don't really play jungle, so we're just winging it from there. So the first thing I buy when I'm playing support is obviously Chalice of Healing and then 2 mana pots because you always run out of mana early. And you want to just be able to sustain yourself in the lane. I don't think backing every single time is a great idea every time you get low mana, so you miss out on XP and you miss out on the support your ADC could need. So it's pretty mandatory to always get mana. I chose the green shield because typically when you verse a Horus or a Neja, they'll stun a whole lot more than you think. So it's always best to do that, especially when you're not an aggressive character. It doesn't really make sense to go with red axe. And also their whole team has a stun. Kronos has this giant clock that stuns you. Neith has her 1 that stuns you, that giant arrow. Cerberus has the 3 heads that we talked about. Horus has 2, the dash and the knock up. Oh, well, 3, he also has the ult. And Neja has 2. His ult and his 3, I believe, his dash. Right here, I was confused as all hell. I was like, what? How is Horus level 2? In this countdown, I was legit pondering on that. And I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Because I know he'll dash at my Jingwei, and I can't do a damn thing for her. Most I can do is try to body block the stun, and then after that, hopefully we can back up and get a quick reset. But I was checking the leaderboard to see if Neja ever ran into any minions to see where he was on the map. So since he wasn't there, or I didn't get any stats from him, I know he's still in the jungle. So my theory is disregard everything I just said. I forgot that he got a kill early on, so that's why he's level 2. But it's insane to have a level 2 horse to go against a level 2 Horus, literally first 30 seconds. And you saw my shell, I was late on it, I could have been faster. But that caused my teammate to die. Fortunately, I was able to save 3 archers for her, so she can get some XP on the way back. But you know this Horus, he's already level 2, he's gonna look to gank again. Since he's level 3. So I silenced him, was able to get in front of Jingwei to eat the damage, and then a minor, or kind of like a little reset. Try to get my health up, play back, because we know that they're gonna get both camps and try to push us once again. She disregarded that and was like, oh, I'm protected. Fortunately, she didn't die. When you're playing support, your life is not as important as your teammates. Of course, you want to have gold and XP for your items, but when it comes to you or them dying, you want to take the blow, because them missing a round of XP can be detrimental, especially since you can't clear a wave as efficiently as them. You're going to be taking more damage and starving them of XP. Me personally, when I'm playing support, I like to let my ADC get above me in level on purpose. So I'll literally miss a wave on purpose, just so my ADC will be more on par with the enemy support and the enemy ADC, and hopefully a level above them. So I come in late and she was able to get level 3, which was really good. And they straight up push us. Right there, if they both pushed us and they didn't split up, we would have definitely died. But I know my Jingwei's gone, and I was just trying to drag aggro because I know she can't teleport back, she has to fly back. Even though that's pretty quick, that's enough time for them to go and get our purple buff. And I can't contest it because I've already taken as much damage as possible. Like I said, I don't really like to back, but in this situation, I have to. I don't want to use my last mana pot so quickly, and I need some kind of defense for them because they're double stacking in our lane. So I did try to back up real quick to try to get her to level 5 before I enter lane, because like I said, more damage, more ability damage, better. placed our wards, so, and then they popped in with an ult. I missed my dash, but Jingwei's ult really saved me here because she could have died immediately, and we were able to focus the Horus. They should have backed, but instead they wanted to try to steamroll us. But the biggest part about that is you don't realize how strong people are after they back, especially twice. If you see somebody back once, you'd be like, oh, they might have new items or a item, so it's not that effective, or they backed early, so that item isn't gonna do anything. But once you see somebody back twice, you really need to be careful on, or at least look at the items they have, because it will do more damage than you expect, even if you're a higher level. That Ivana, but me and Dodgy were still able to get a kill. Somehow, Jingwei died, but I'm thankful that we were able to get a double.
I'll attack middle lane.
And just like that, 3 assists has brought me to level 7. Jingwei's at 6. Unlucky that she died there. If she didn't die, she would have gotten that XP. And, well, I don't know if she got the XP, but she would have at least gotten lane XP. And hopefully been level 7. When I play support, I like to play in that little bush because it's perfect for the mid laner to forget if you're there. Sometimes they think you're back, but you haven't, and you can literally just sit there for a while. And if your mid is there, you can just sit there and wait. I ended up getting Stampede because I thought, well, if Neve backflips, we can catch up to her. Because I'm not using Stampede for myself, I'm using it for my team to catch up to the enemy, or run away, or make it harder for them to hit us. So I got it for Cerberus's ult. If we can get out of there in time, it will be fun. It will be perfect. Horus's ult, because since it's it activates pretty quick. The Stampede will at least allow us to sidestep it, and yeah, that's basically why I got Stampede. Also because they have 3 physical players. And I just played my ult perfectly there. I knew that he was in his ult, so I backed up. I could have just stopped at the first tower, but I don't think the first tower would have done enough damage to him. So I just kept running, and he was bold enough to dash me, and I knew he was going to, so I used my ult to make sure I would be able to stop him and hopefully kill him. And the tower did the rest. As you can see me using Gunesha, I'm trying to space away from my teammates to try to lure in Horus, because once he's already dived in, Horus really can't do anything except for jump away. But if I use my silence when he's trying to jump away, my teammates can do additional damage to him.
Your teammate's death is no excuse.
So he can't just hit and run like he wants to. He has to, it's like a normal support, where like if it was a Ymir, Ymir would definitely take some damage while dishing out some damage. Reason why I didn't teleport is because I didn't know where Horus is. I don't like to waste it, but obviously I could have guessed he was in mid lane and saved my Nirwa some damage. Always make sure to call out who is going where. It's very important. And even if you're going to be there late, it's always good to try to be there. Beforehand, they'll be trying to ignore you, which is the best possible scenario. And as you can see right there, I tried to use the Stampede for Jingwei. If she was able to sidestep that ability that he did, she would have lived. But I wasn't able to block the time. And we lost the tower. Our Dodgy wanted to go and chase instead of trying to protect the tower. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. Gave me some extra XP, so that's fine with me. And when you're playing support, don't be afraid to take the lane XP of a player that just died. So if you're going to help ADC or solo lane and they die, don't be afraid to take like 1 wave or 2 waves until their timer is back up. Obviously don't stay there and wait for them to come back and you're still in their lane trying to take their XP, and now you're just starving them. So you want to keep rotating if possible. And right here, I should have used my TP again to get to Sylvanas in time. Then he would have had his blue buff, and he would have I went silent because of how beautiful that was. I anticipated the horizontal. I saw him in the corner. After that, it's clear as day. I popped my ult, then I popped my dash to grab him before he can do anything, because my reaction time will be faster because he doesn't know where he's at. So he can't just press any button immediately. So I dashed before he got there. Then I silenced both of them, keeping them in the tower, allowing my Sylvanas to get a double kill. I used my Stampede just in case they could have gotten away, but I really wanted it. Yeah, mainly for them, if in case they got away, we could track them down really quick, especially since he already had his tether on them. But also for the Cerberus, if the Cerberus was any closer, hopefully we would have gotten that kill too. I picked that as my second item because everyone's R2 dependent in this match right now. Nuwan needs, I think it's every 3rd or every 5th R2 is our basic attack is a stun. Sylvanas is he's probably going attack speed, and Jingwei is most likely going crit attack speed. So we need to get boosted early on, and the faster we get that, the better we're gonna be. Right here, I could have used my Stampede, but I just wanted to use my ult because I wanted to slow them. But unfortunately, his dash made it get away. But don't be afraid to use Gunesha's ult, because his ult is pretty. You get it back in a minute. It's not long.
Be careful, middle.
After we failed the attack, it's always good to get back to your defensive line and see if any of the enemies pop up on your wards or in lane from the minions. And then you can just keep going back in to attack. Here I wanted to attack, but I had no reason to. I don't want to just go in and then the jungler comes, or someone else comes and kills me. As you can see here, I was extremely late in the fight. I did get my shell off in time, but I wasn't able to protect my mid laner. And that was completely my fault. I shouldn't have been that far from the fight. I should have been hiding around the corner instead of looping all the way around. And in that fight, we didn't even get a positive outcome. One of us died and we didn't take any of them with us.
Attack fire giant. Be right back.
Keep both of the tanks with me, then my teammates will have a better opportunity at killing everybody else.
Your right tower is under attack.
Keeping silencing Horus from being able to dash, which he really wanted to do there because he could have went to one of his to Cerberus and gotten away, got us that kill. Making Horus stay where he is a big thing. If you can stun him or silence him for your team to get the kill, you'll get him at least more hurt than he really wants to be. Here I left my mid lane alone and I went to clear right lane because I don't like taking tower damage, to be honest. And my Horus was dead. My enemy support was dead, so I rotated out to help anyone that a good exchange. We got Horus to die once again. He was just being way too high compared to his whole team. Which you could argue that they should have maybe support him, but also on him for not realizing how high he was. Right there, obviously I knew there was a ward, but I saw my team on the minimap. So that's why I just sat right there and let my team do the rest. As I said, these guys freak out if you silence them. Especially after a stun. They're freaking out, oh I have to get away, oh I have to get away. Some of them might use their ult to get away, or forget about it. And right here I said, completed and retreat, because we don't need to stay up anymore. We got 3 kills and we're all together, which means we can hit an objective really quick on our way back, then back, and get more items to keep that damage high. You don't want to keep gold on you because every item as a support matters. Your enemy is getting stronger each time they die or back, so you want to make sure that your abilities are always, your items are always at least stage 2.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And Horus gave us a free kill right there. I don't know. He tried to steal it. Yeah, that's a good idea, but when you see 3 people on a gold fury, I think even if you steal it, you just gave them the gold right back by dying to them.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
I'm building anti-crit because of Gunesha, and I am late in doing it. But hopefully that doesn't have a big effect. But obviously right here, if I did have a full build, at least early. And it's good to constantly spam them with silence and make sure everybody's aware. You know, then they're able to use an ability and that would potentially kill you. Thankfully, my team was actually coming to help us, and we're able to get some kills. Killing damage dealers is a lot more important than killing supports and solos. So I wasn't mad that we died to the Horus and Cerberus. I mean the Neja and Cerberus. But I was upset because it was the jungler and the mid that was also there. So they got a little assist help. No, I just went straight up to middle because one, I don't know where they're at, so I want to play some mid ward since we have none.
I'll look out for you too.
And I see Jingwei mid right, and I see Sylvanas left. So that means if somebody comes to the lane, we'll be notified. And I don't attack the minions so I can keep my position. Number one thing you want to do as a support is to protect your squishies, but by protecting them, you can also protect them by being unpredictable to the enemy. So right there, Cerberus most likely wanted to go in and hurt our Nuwa, but by me being there, he was unable to kill it. Right there, I was trying to help Jingwei. I was like, but there's nothing I literally can do. I can just stand right next to her, and that's about it. If that takes damage, takes her out, then it takes her out. This was honestly an awesome play by the whole team. We're able to get this tower.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix. Enemy incoming.
On my way.
And once again, we don't stay too long. I looked at the timers, I saw that Neja just got up, Horus got up after that, and then Kronos got up after that. And I'm like, hey, enemies incoming. They all understand that. I mean, retreat, and we all go straight to the gold field. It's perfect game plan. Especially after getting a tower, it's so good to just double up on gold by getting gold fury. The next thing I'm looking for here is, what item do I need? I look at the enemy team. I'm mainly a counter builder. So I look at all their items, I think about all the abilities they have, and I go based off that. So I know Cerberus, obviously, he just has high health, and he has Pestilence. So he's gonna be earning a lot more health on average. Then we have Neith. She has a healing ability and some lifesteal. Then Kronos has a healing ability and lifesteal. Neja has a healing ability and lifesteal. Horus has a healing ability. So I know right now it's best to go anti-heal to mitigate how much they heal every time. might change is when you use Stampede out of nowhere. As long as your team is able to, like,
Your right tower.
what's it called?
Enemy missing. Attack. Enemy
Not
missing.
cope, but
Enemy missing.
as long as your team is able to in other words, hit your abilities while in Stampede and be prepared for that item. As you can see, like, we all almost died, but that changed the tide for us, and we were able to kill them all. And with a clutch Nuwa ult, Nejar wasn't able to contest. All in all, a beautiful game.
PlayStation